Wow, you are there?
Uh,
Hola. Oh,
how
there we
you
go.
doing?
Nice title
Yeah,
there, scumbag.
yeah. Well, Crystal was giving me a hard time about the I'm going to take a thunder. Uh, well, mate, can see it's good to see you don't get butt hurt much. Hey, Jason, how you doing, mate?
Nah. Yeah, we
Yeah,
always have a good time busting each other's chops. So,
no worries, Jason. Look at that. Give you a wrench, Jason. You're one of the good guys. So, hope you're all doing well. Should have my lovely lady joining us soon. Hey, how you doing, Eva? Annie Popeye? You know what, Popeye? That is well put. He is creepy, but he is fun to talk to. Tell you what, Popeye, let's get you on here.
I went to go back and listen to what was happening before you invited me to your show the other day, but it said I can't watch it. It's like restricted in my country or something crazy.
Yeah, that's happened. And the last one is supposed to have disappeared as well. So I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure if it's
Maybe it's like
YouTube.
Muslim talk.
Well, I would have thought that I would get a notification if there was a strike or it had been flagged or something. Yeah, doing good here. Thank you, Jason. Just going to remove that out of there. I don't know what's happening, mate. I mean, the last stream I wanted it up so everyone could hear it, but obviously,
All right.
Hey, Popeye, what's happening?
I'm gonna
hey,
tell
Which one?
hey,
Tell us.
I'm gonna tell you what you do, man. The video is still there. Okay. If you look on your page, the video is still there. You understand? You following me so far?
well, when I go to look at my videos, it's not there.
Um,
Andy
go to
went
your
to look.
go to your video manager. Okay. Once you go to your video manager, you'll see the video, and they'll tell you why exactly it was copyrighted. And it could have been for a song you played on there.
Yeah, Gogo was playing music on there, the little turd.
Yeah, don't let him do that shit again. That fucks your video. Okay, so what you'll have to do is you go to your video manager, uh, grab the video, cut the song out of it, and you can repost it.
Okay. Where do I find the video manager, Popeye? You have to excuse my ignorance. I'm not a.
No problem, bud. All you got to do is go to your YouTube channel page.
Yep, I'm on
Okay,
there now.
when you look at the top, you'll see the number of subscribers you have.
Yes.
You'll see the number of total views you have, and
No,
that.
no, no. It
Uh,
doesn't have that.
okay, do you see a blue button that says um, what do you call it there?
I've got customized channel, YouTube
Yeah,
Studio
yeah,
Code.
that's what I want you to do. I want you to hit customize channel.
Yep,
Now
done that.
look at the top.
Yep.
You see video manager,
Um,
third one to the right, the very top above your
yes. Yep.
yeah,
I can see.
okay, hit video manager.
Okay.
All right, you're into Video Manager, correct?
Yes.
All right.
It says no content available.
No content available.
Yeah.
Huh. That's fucking strange.
Oh, hang on. Up the top, it's got uploads and live. So maybe I should go over, click on live.
Yeah, click on lives.
Okay. Wow, it's got my live streams here.
Right.
It's been blocked. Copyright claim.
Right. But you can see it, right?
Yes.
All right. It'll tell you what the copyright claim is. Then you can check the box on it. All right. And you can edit it through YouTube.
Okay.
And wherever he played the music, just edit out the music and then you'll be able to repost it.
Ah, no worries. Thank you, Popeye. I'm going to leave that page up so I know what I'm doing. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Oh, no problem. I heard about this last night. I was on another live stream. I said, "Oh, dude, I hope he goes live today so I can give him a clue." And see, that's why I don't let guys like Go Bobo on my stream. I just caution you. I'm not telling you to stop him from coming on your stream, but I'm just saying that's why I don't do it. And that's why another reason why he won't be back on the Pretty Pony show. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, he can be entertaining at times, but he is a little turd as well. But he can be entertaining. But he just does things that just way out of line, like removing people from your panel and shit. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't mind if he wants to be a little dick and have a bit of fun, but removing people from people's panels or closing their streams down, that's just wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just give you a little advice. You can take it, leave it, or throw it out the window.
Thank you, Popeye. Much appreciated.
Yep.
And do you obviously you like the title of the stream, mate?
Yes, I did. I thought it was quite fitting. You know, I mean, Lost is my creepy little buddy. You know.
So I have to say that those Texan boys, like, they're not that little, but they like their barbecue too much, I think.
Yeah, I think they do. Definitely.
So how's life in Boston, mate?
In Boston? Well.
Oh no, you're in Florida. Sorry,
Oh.
I keep thinking Bostonian because you keep telling me Bostonian, and then I think the Bruins and.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. You could throw them off the path and say I'm in Boston. Yeah.
Okay, I'll start a rumor. I'll start a rumor that you've moved to Boston, mate.
Yeah, I'm back in Boston.
But then Ed'll jump on here and he'll ruin all of it for you.
Yes. Don't let the guy on that's gonna ruin, my misdirection. I mean, really. I mean, he should think before he opens his mouth.
I love Ed. Ed is a good guy, and when they talk about people like living over in the Philippines and living the real life over there, he's one of the few people that can actually say that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no argument out of me. But it seems like every time I jump on your stream, it's thunder and lightning outside and raining, pissing all over the place.
Well, mate, I'll try and miss your house with the lightning, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, it just started thunder and lightning, and then your show lit off. I said, "Look at this shit! Isn't that an omen?" What do you think, Lost? Was that divine intervention or what?
He had divine intervention earlier when he went to the toilet.
Oh, that's true for sure.
Oh God!
Did you block that toilet, Lost, or what?
Oh man, I wasn't joking about the GoFundMe. It's gonna be a big old plumbing bill.
Jesus.
Hey, you sound like
yeah.
you're still in the head, Lost.
Well, I'm in the bathroom. I'm trying to hang this panel right now. Let me go back on mute.
We don't want to hear any plop plop whiz whiz.
Was talking to I was on Kev's show earlier, and says Style was on there saying he's in Peru at the moment. That boy gets around, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Is that even true? He's always trying to misdirect people.
Yeah, that's another thing he does. You know, he's probably sitting in Angeles City right now, drinking a cold one, which girl, and wondering which girl he's gonna bar find for the night. So,
I
you know,
don't want to. I don't want to know about it. Then I don't want to know. And
but
Andy, how? Sorry, I was just gonna say, Andy, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're staying off the bottle, mate. Otherwise,
Right.
you know, when Ed gets over there, he will fucking kick your ass to the middle of next week. And Nathan, how you doing, man?
So, hey, I heard you had to go all the way to the Philippines to recoup funds that you lent somebody.
Who was that?
Um, well, the fucking hobgoblin said if you wanted your money back, you'd have to come all the way to the Philippines to get it.
Oh fuck! You know, he once told me that he would pay me back, and I mean, I'm going to say it now. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want any money back from him. That's it. We're done. Whatever. But he said he'd pay me back and buy me a few beers. Well, mate, the guy can barely afford to live, so you know.
Yeah.
We got a saying here: don't piss down my back and then tell me it's raining. So
Yeah.
Barry, don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining, buddy. And I
So
don't want the money back.
what did you fork over?
I'm not going to say that's
Uh,
personal, but it was enough to help him out.
oh,
I
so
just I just got pissed off on the way he did it, and he did seem a little bit ungrateful at the time because
How
I'll be
long ago
honest.
was that, Thunder?
This is when he was living in the apartment, just about to leave there. But what he did, and I'm not going to hide this from anybody. I said, okay, no worries. Give me your details. I'll send you the money. And he gave me the details where to send the money, but it was in somebody else's name that I'd never heard of before. And I said to him, well, hang on, I'm not going to do that. I don't know this guy. So I will send the money to Jay. If I can't send it to you, I'll send it to Jay, and then Jay can give it to you. And he got a little bit dirty about it, saying that, well, if Jay gets it, I won't get it for a couple of days or something. And I thought, well, you're getting it. Why can't you just appreciate the fact that you're getting it? And I'm not about to send money in the name of somebody I don't know.
so that didn't raise red flags with you that you shouldn't be doing that,
Well,
even sending him money.
that was it. And then after that, we kind of started falling apart, and I just got sick of. I was hearing things from him that I knew weren't true, and so
Yeah, well, he's in a lot of trouble now because I listened to his latest live stream, and if he did what I thought he did, he's in a lot of trouble.
oh
He
damn.
he said he went to the police there in Dumageddon.
No, I can tell you for a fact now, Papa. I don't mean to butt in. I can tell you for a fact, and I know this, and I don't want to say too much, but there's no way that guy will go anywhere near a police station. And I know that. I know that for a fact, Popeye.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of people salivating because that's what he said on his on his midnight live stream.
No, I can tell you now, and I don't want to say too much, but I can tell you he will not go anywhere near any authority.
Well,
and that's a fact.
and I was laughing at it, right, and discussing it with a few other people, and I said, "Dude, somebody send me the web page or the Facebook page to the Duma cops in that area so I can send all the material I collected on him."
You know, I'm flogging a dead horse here, and
Yeah, you are.
kind of tired of repeating myself. But you know, he's his own worst enemy. You know, And I don't see it stopping. I don't see him changing.
Oh
Uh,
no, not at all.
it doesn't
I
matter
mean,
what good advice he gets. He's never going to listen to it, Popeye.
yeah, and I guess the girlfriend left for a month, so that means he's broken up again, and that's good. You know, I mean, she's out of his clutches.
Hey, Thunder.
Yes, mate.
I know it's your channel, but let's do a no Bama and no Frank chit chat. It's just the
Yeah,
same
that's
boring,
fine. No, that's
repetitive.
fine. Oh,
Well, I just wanted to let the guy know there, lost that. You
No,
know,
I no, I
he has
totally
to
understand.
he
It's
has to
just
go to he has to go all the way to fucking Philippines to recoup his funds that he was
yeah, just
promised to be paid back.
between the three of us, we've got so much good shit we can talk about, and just
Oh yeah,
talking
I was
about
just
this.
about to roll off the subject, and yeah, but no religion today, dude. I had enough of that fucking
Oh, let's
shit.
start
Oh God,
it.
fucking kill me now, please.
Actually, I actually have a question for you since that discussion yesterday,
All
but I'll
right,
leave it alone. I'll leave it alone for
no,
another
go
day.
ahead, shoot your question.
Because what kind of dawned on me is as we have obviously talked about religion plenty, and I keep instead of me asking you exactly what you believe, I keep kind of lumping you into a category of your typical Christians, and I apologize for doing that.
Oh, that's fine. And I knew you were doing that, and I kept trying to tell you in a nice way that I'm not.
No, well, the thing was is I knew you wouldn't, but I was trying to make a point by talking about
Uh,
other people and not directly, saying,
uh,
all right, what does Popeye? Even though I got an idea what you believe, but what does Popeye truly believe? So, I guess that would be my question now.
I'll
oh,
just say something here. You're a Buddhist, Lost, and you say Buddhism is a philosophy. Well, when you look at a lot of Christians, and I'm thinking that this is, and I don't want to talk for Popeye, but this is how I see Popeye. To Popeye, it's a philosophy as well. You know,
yeah, you could say that in a small way. And I will tell you this: I separate God from religion. Okay, I take religion out of the equation because man made religion. That's a fact. Would you not agree?
yes, yeah,
Okay,
without a doubt.
and that's a fact. And I have just taken a leap of faith that there is a God, there is a divine God out there. There is only one. Okay. And the reason why I've come to that conclusion because I've looked at all religions and all religions have a God, and most of the religions only have one God.
I'm going to respectfully disagree with you on that.
Okay.
Majority of religions are polytheist, meaning
Well,
multiple.
Yeah, Hindu and
I,
such.
There's only, honestly, there could be more, but there's only four
right.
religions that I know of
And
that
what
actually
are
have
those four
are
religions?
monotheist.
Well, they are.
Judaism, Christianity, and
No, I'm not going to
Islam.
put in. I, I I'm not. I don't want to put a name on them like that. The name I want to put on those four religions is major religions. Those are major religions.
Yep.
Yeah, and actually, when I
Okay.
was talking to y'all the other day, I don't know if anybody in the chat called me a moron when I added 2.5 billion and 1.5 billion, and somehow came up with 5 billion. So I'm sure there was a lot of people going, "I'm an
Well,
idiot."
I didn't want to. I didn't want to stick my hand in your ass and
No, you should
be,
have on that one.
be a
Especially, I
jerk.
consider myself to be pretty good with math, and then I'm like just
Yeah.
butchering it on really
Hey,
simple arithmetic.
hey, but see, we all have brain farts once in a while. Okay. And I looked at those four major religions, and they all have one God, all right? And the rest of them, to me, are fringe, hard to understand. Lie down. You had enough.
Hey, hey, hey,
Okay.
hey! I haven't had enough yet.
Yeah. And so, I look at that one God, and dude, each one of them's got a different name for it. You got Yahweh, you got God, you got Jesus, the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost is all one. Son of God. Okay, and it could be quite confusing, and but there are similarities and common threads throughout each one of those religions. So
Well, through
I
the monotheist religions, I
yeah,
agree, but not the
that's what I'm talking.
polytheist
That's
religion.
all I'm talking about right now. That's all I'm talking about. Okay, so fucking
Oh
keep
yeah,
your
I
power.
totally. No,
Keep your
I don't disagree with that. But no, what I
yeah.
wanted to honestly ask you, Popeye, is obviously you grew up kind of a Catholic guy, and you
Oh,
don't take the
hardcore
Bible.
Catholic. No, kinda about it.
Well, you're not still but you're not still a Catholic guy. I mean, if you're not believing in the Bible, for example, I wouldn't call you a like a
No, I'm
hardcore
just a
Catholic guy.
man who believes in God, man. And I've taken that leap of faith.
Yeah. So,
And
so the question is, do you do you just completely get rid of the Bible altogether, or do you still believe in parts of it?
there's a lot of good parts in it. Okay, there's a really lot of good parts in it, like Ten Commandments, dude. That's basic. That should be followed whether God wrote it or not. Okay, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not
You
covet
just
thy neighbor's goods. Thou shalt not steal. Okay, all that shit. Um, you know, I shall not commit adultery. That's a lot of good shit there, man. That's basic human decency right there. And I think you can't argue against that.
some of the I wouldn't say all 10, but yes, I agree. Some of the Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
Well, again, it comes down to a philosophy lost.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just I honestly believe what Popeye said is true. You really do have to uh, put a wall between religion and God. I mean, as far as I can see, religion has been the cause of a lot of wars. Christianity, no. So being a Christian isn't a bad thing, and believing that you're good to your fellow man, and believing the commandments, and that's, to me, that's a philosophy and not a bad thing.
Yeah. And, so I've just taken that leap of faith that when I pass on, uh, God is going to embrace me. Because I firmly believe nobody ever truly dies. I believe every human being, no matter how good or evil that human being is, has a soul. Okay? And the soul is kind of like the spark of life, divinity that's given to you. And I do believe we all have free will. And within free will, man, oh man, we do fucked up things with free will. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. I mean, look at some of these YouTubers out here. What they do with free will.
It's man, it really is a double-edged sword, and I mean, um,
Oh yeah,
you know, it's the same as like the freedoms that you have in the US. I mean, you have a lot of freedoms, and they're all great, but again, they're a double-edged sword as well.
yeah. And I see things. I see things going on in the world today. Um, like you got the LGBT community, all those letters. Okay, you got people professing that. You got people professing that there's more than one gender. You got people changing their gender. Uh, there's a lot of fucking depravity in the world these days going on,
Do you
and
know there's Popeye?
it
I just when you talk about the third gender and all that, one of the things I found recently, and it was made really interesting. was there's a lot of people that do have issues with their gender and they're committing suicide, but
Right.
what they found is when people change gender, the suicide rate for those people doesn't change. So
Yeah.
it's not.
But the point I'm really driving at here is you got all this going on, and it seems like it's getting worse. Now, who am I to judge? I'm not. But if I flip back in the Bible and read the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, dude, there's a lot of similarities.
Let me ask a real question because obviously there's bad things in the world. Nobody will ever dispute that. But do you think the world's becoming a better place overall, or you think the world's getting worse?
I think it's getting worse because of the cynicism, uh, the attitude where you could do anything you want. I was just talking to an Aussie last night, and he was telling me that in Oz, they have now put in a 68-step law so you can commit suicide if you're terminal.
Oh, geez.
Okay. And I told him, I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. I, I just really don't agree with that. I mean, because the one reason I don't agree with it, and religion or God has nothing to do with it, is that um, both my parents died of cancer, but both of them were very comfortable in the end when their life naturally ended. Uh, and I believe man should not kill man, and man should not kill himself.
Well, being a Christian, I mean, yeah, suicide is a sin. But when we talk about these third genders and creating these third genders, when you brought that up, my issue is, should we even be recognize them? Is it the solution to a problem? Because when people are allowed to change genders, there doesn't seem to be any difference in the amount of suicide rate. So obviously there's more than just the gender reassignment that's the problem. I mean, there's obviously something deep inside mentally with these people that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, I believe it's a mental health issue, to tell you the truth. Um, I believe there are people in this world who just want to change their gender from male to female or female to male. And it's not because they feel that way, it's because they just want to do it. They want to be a male, they want to be a female, they want to go over to the other side.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, don't get me wrong. I don't have any
uh,
issues with people. Everyone has that
no,
free choice, and I don't hold that against them. So don't, and all you guys out there, I'm not homophobic or anything like that. But I'm
yeah.
wondering whether there's not more to this issue than what meets the eye.
Now, I was watching this TV show last night, and it's called, oh, what the fuck is it called? Let me see here. Below Decks Mediterranean. And it's about this yachting boat. It's reality TV. And so the cook on the yachting boat is fucking up super bad. And after the cruise was over, they all went out to eat dinner. And the cook, she's Russian, brunette, kind of cute looking, sitting in the back of the van. And then she says, I don't want to see two guys kissing. That's fucking terrible. That's gross. That's depraved. Blah blah blah. She was expressing her view. Well, the whole group got mad at her. Okay, told her how fucked up she was, what an asshole she was, blah blah blah. And one guy, he really got offended. Okay, so when they got back on the boat the next morning, they were working. The cook, she come up to the one guy and she said to him, "Look, I'm sorry if I offended you. I didn't mean, can we move on? Can we be friends?" And she sincerely apologized to him. But here's the kicker. This is what the guy said. He said, "Oh, You don't understand. You just don't understand. Your comments was an offense to humanity. Now, how can any one person speak for humanity, all mankind? Can they or can they not? That is the question. He wouldn't even accept her apology. He told her basically she committed a crime against humanity in what she said. Uh, what would you say to somebody that said that to you?
You know, it's kind of funny you brought that up because I have an issue now with apologizing when people fucking not willing to accept it. If you're big enough to apologize, to me, you should be big enough to just accept it and move on. And so I'm really doubting whether some people deserve an apology at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you make a good point. I can see the point you're making there, Popeye.
I mean, what does that really do for your gay rights when you say something like that to somebody and they just basically tell you, fucking piss off, you committed a crime, you're no fucking good. I mean, it's bad enough back in the day gays were ostracized. Am I correct?
Oh yeah, some countries they're
Yeah.
still against the law.
Yeah. Not accepted, against the law. I mean, Asian countries like Thailand, Philippines has come around. Fucking America is like catering big time to the gay community. You know it. I know it. I
Same
don't
here.
know.
Same
Okay,
here.
same in Oz. And dude, I ain't got nothing against the gay community. If whatever you want to do in the fucking bedroom's your business, not mine.
Exactly. I'll tell you one issue we've had here, and when you brought that up, is gay marriages have been made legal here in Australia. I don't have an issue with that. I mean, to each their own. What I do have an issue, and people can hammer me all day, every day for this one, but I am sorry about this, guys, but I'm dead set against gay people adopting children.
Yeah, are we
That's an
teaching
issue.
those children to be gay?
It's an issue for me.
Yeah.
Gay relationships are still criminalized in 72 countries. I'm not surprised, Go.
So these are the questions I ask. This is what, makes
Hold on,
me
let me comment
ponder.
about the gay people
Yep.
adopting children. There probably are some who shouldn't adopt children, but then again, there are lots of heterosexual people that probably shouldn't even have children.
I
Oh,
agree.
that goes without saying.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
You're dead right.
so
Dead right.
I mean, I have no idea what the criteria is to adopt a child, and as a guy who knows, gay and lesbian people, they would be okay with it. I tell you what, a lot of the gays and stuff that I know are very open-minded people and never want to shove their particular belief or lifestyle down a child's throat. For example, there are plenty that will do that. There's no doubt, but I would think, and I could be wrong, that the majority of the LGB blah 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 community is a little more open-minded than just trying to indoctrinate
That
their
was my
children into their lifestyle.
that's my mistake, Loss. When I said that, I should have also added that there's heterosexual couples that also shouldn't be having children. So, but I don't know. I'm probably right off with this one, but that's just the way I feel about it.
Yeah, I gotta ask you, Lost. We as just say take regular, everyday, run-of-the-mill, straight parents. Don't you feel we shove a philosophy and a way of life down our children's lives when we raise them?
Without thinking about it. No, you're breaking up, Lost. Didn't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Can now, but your sort of connection is a little bit wonky, mate. Coming over robotic.
Okay, yeah. I'll be. Yeah. No.
No, mate, you got the robot voice going. You're probably more suited to Lost in Space at the moment.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson. And I'm not.
Whoop! I don't know why I went funky. How about now?
That's fantastic, loud and clear. And then you go robotic again.
No, I was asking Papa to repeat the question. I didn't quite hear you. Really, damn it!
All right. As regular, everyday, run-of-the-mill, straight parents, don't you feel that we shove a way of life or philosophy down our children's throats as we raise them?
Without thinking, I think we do. Yeah,
Yeah, I totally. Am I clear now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I agree. There are things that I don't agree with. I want I have just a child, and I want her to be as much as a free thinker as possible. And I feel lucky enough that my parents allowed me to be a free thinker as much as possible. And I realize too many children don't have that.
Yeah, but the point is, and I think this is what Popeye's getting at, monkey see, monkey do. So kids are going to see how you live your life and how your wife lives your life, and they're going to be influenced by that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, because...
But if you're talking about shoving, well, listen, as a parent, you just want your child to have the best life as possible, however it is.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, different people have different cultures, different religions, whatever. I mean, there's such a large gambit of different things, I'll take my sister, for example. She's one of these fundamentalist Christian type people and believe kind of like the Muslim guy yesterday. Every word in the Bible is true, divine, and all that kind of stuff. And I don't necessarily agree with her indoctrinating my nieces into that. But my sister is a great mother, and she just wants the best for her children. And I will hope that later in their life, when they reach the adulthood, that they can make better choices for themselves.
Yeah, as parents, we have rules and regulations for our children, correct?
Yes.
Obviously. I mean, we have to take care of our children. When we bring a child into life, we got to be responsible for them.
Exactly, and we have rules and regulations. We have as adults, we have our own thought pattern, and that child has to follow everything we say. Okay, and it's like me. I had to follow everything my parents say. I had to go to church every Sunday morning. Okay. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You're a little heathen. Your ass is going to church. You fucking beg God for forgiveness, you motherfucker.
I'm sorry, Papa. I just can't imagine you as a little tacker, mate.
Dude, I was a fucking altar boy, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
All right?
I just find it hard to imagine a little Popeye.
Yeah, I was a fucking altar boy. I went to Catholic school. I got the scars on my hands to prove it. Okay? Dude, fucking them nuns were fucking brutal, man. And you know why they're brutal? Because nuns get none. All right? That's why they're fucking brutal. All right? And I could make jokes about it. And when I hear people chastise and criticize the Catholic Church, I feel bad because it's not the church that's done it. It's actually the people who are in the church have done it. Right? You make the Catholic Church the face of these atrocities that the priests...
Well, it's the old Mr. Miyagi saying, right? There's no such thing as bad student, only bad teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Very true. Hey, Gunnar, how you doing, mate?
What's up, Gunnar?
Yeah, and they make they make the Catholic Church the face of the evil instead of rooting out the evil. And
the Catholic Church is to blame for a lot of their own problems. Also, let's not.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying they're not, but I will say there are a lot of good people in the Catholic Church. But the Catholic
Listen, there's
Church
a lot of good people for sure. I agree. There's a
Yeah.
lot of good people. Whatever religion you want to pick on,
Yeah.
tons of awesome good people in that
Yeah.
Yeah.
religion. You whatever you want to say.
Look at that Mother Teresa, or the you know, they've done a
You
lot of
know,
good things.
Ooh, you need to read a little more about Mother Teresa.
Really? Come on, Lost.
I'm not. I'm gonna email you this thing.
All right.
so the way I look at it, you know, man and woman use vehicles for evil. Okay, and it's proven time and time again. And man that face, puts that blame on that vehicle, and not the person running the vehicle. So and that's how stereotypes, prejudices get started.
Roberto, you're a sick puppy, man. You're a very sick puppy. No, no wonder you get along with Roberto's Popeye so much.
And as it's like a lot of times I really don't want to say I was an altar boy, right? Because you know what the jokes are gonna be,
Yeah, no.
okay?
Insert joke here for sure. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's nothing to be ashamed of, Popeye. Not at all.
you know. And one thing the Catholic Church has taught me is discipline. Okay? Uh, to be a Catholic, you have to be a very disciplined person. There's a lot of rules and regulations. And I learned a lot about rules and regulations at a very young age. And you follow them. You do not fucking deviate. All right? And my parents are from the Depression era. They know about discipline. They know about scrimping. They know about saving. So I'm getting hit at school. I'm getting hit at home with discipline, discipline, discipline. By the time I walked into the Navy to get through boot camp, it was a cake fucking walk. You know what I mean? I used to tell the company commander in boot camp, "Is that all you got?" The nuns at Blessed Sacrament and St. Mary's got more than you. Okay?
Papa, have you done much like research or studying or even looked into many of the other religions in the world at all, out of curiosity?
um, I've looked at a little bit at Buddhist, and then I've looked at the group that are good Christians, that they believe you have to be baptized as an adult, and they say they're not they
Okay.
say they're not a religion. You know, they're just Christians, and they read the Bible to you. They give you free food. I,
Wait a minute. Who are these free food people?
yeah, and I fell into that when I was at Great Lakes, Illinois, and I used to go up to the Christian Center, and they would have Bible study, and then they would give you something to eat, and it was kind of their way of sucking you in. They had pool tables. They were trying to convert as many sailors into good Christians as they could, but Jesus, they just didn't know how evil I was. And they try to convince you that Catholicism, uh, let's see, Catholicism and the other religions are not true believers like that. And
That was one thing when I was running around from like church to church in my early 20s there, trying to figure out
mhm,
religion and all that kind of stuff. One thing that just pulled me away from about every church I went to, their church was right and the other churches
were wrong. Yeah. Like one time, my sister invited me to her First Baptist church. And I walked in there. This was before I joined the Navy. And I walked in there. I was wearing a Levi jacket, Levi pants. Everything that I had on my body was paid for me because I had a job at the time. And I was always told, when you have a job, you can go out and buy the clothes you want. So guess what? I got a fucking job. I didn't jump on YouTube and beg money for the clothes I wanted. All right. So, in turn, I walked in there, and after the mass was over, the minister, he come up to me and he goes, "Oh, so you're so and so's brother, yeah? Wow, that's some really nice Levi jacket you got on there. Levi pants, very expensive." All right. Now, what it was with the First Baptists, they're all about how much you could stuff in the collection plate, okay? And how wrong everybody else is. Well, and, my sister was doing the youth group thing. And so we went up to Marshfield with the youth group and we went to the roller skating rink. And I turned around and lo and behold, they're all gone. And where did I find them? Behind the fucking roller skating rink building, smoking pot. Okay. So what do you do with that? These are supposedly upstanding citizens in the church community, and they're out back blazing up. Okay. What do you do with that shit? And sooner or later, you see their flaws and you see their mistakes and you see their miscarriages of justice. And that's why I really don't like religion, because it's all about money. It's all about, well, we're better than them. We know better. We know the true word of God, And I'm like, kiss my ass. You're a fucking human being like me. You don't know any more or less than I do.
Sorry, guys. Just had to let the little one out. I shouldn't say little one. But she is my little girl.
So what do you think of that, Lost?
Cat got your tongue there, Lost? Geez, he might be sitting on the sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet, mate. It's the creation time again.
Yeah, he just dropped off. What's he using, a fucking phone?
All right. Here we go, Go. Fucking I let you on. No more bullshit. Anyone finds themselves muted or thrown off my panel with no explanations, that's it. You'll be gone for good. Secondly, don't come with that silly voice that we have to listen to you typing with. Use the original one if you have to. If you can agree to that, I'll send you the link. Otherwise, don't bother asking.
I agree with that too. I don't want the Stephen Hawkins thingamajig.
Your choice, Go. And no coming
Grow
on
a
here to
pair.
start no coming on here to start trouble. You can join in the conversation, but no throwing petrol on shit.
I'm gonna go dark for about 5 to 10.
No worries. All good, Lost. So Popeye, obviously you were brought up Catholic and through Catholic schools, which is the same as myself. And it wasn't a bad thing. For me, the only bad thing was they never taught evolution, obviously being a Catholic school, but I guess I caught up with that in high school. But I'll tell you what, I will give them one thing. The discipline I got at a Catholic school was 10 times more than what was available in a public school.
Oh yeah. When I finally switched over to a public school, I I was amazed. I said, "These guys are fucking animals, man." Okay? Fucking animals, all right? I'm like, "Holy shit, they get away with fucking murder." All right?
Yeah, I agree.
My first year in a public school, all I had to do was take the exam. I didn't even have to study, man. They don't teach you shit in fucking public school.
Um, Look, I think I have to say that, yeah, going to a private school, the education standards were high, but like I said, some things were left out. But definitely the education standards were higher, and I truly believe that.
Yeah.
Um, and the discipline was greater, and I don't know if that was because I had nuns who seemed to have very little patience for children. I mean, the amount of times I copped the ruler to the back of the leg, so I've lost track of.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And I tell you, when I started doing catechism uh, on the weekends to the new place I moved to, holy crap on a cracker. Even those kids were behind the power curve. Even the person that was teaching catechism was behind the power curve. I'm like, I used to tell the teacher, no, you're wrong about that. It's like this, man. And he'd be flipping through his fucking Bible and his notes and shit. And he goes, yeah, you're right. And, oh, okay. And to me, it just got to be a fucking waste of time, man. Really good. And the only reason why I stayed with the Catholic organization as long as I did is because of honor thy mother and father. That's what they wanted. Right?
Well, I had no choice. It wasn't a matter of honor mother and father. It was if I didn't listen to mother and father, fucking father, just let me know about it.
Yeah, well, I'm talking when I turned 18.
Ah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, when I turned 18. No way in earth I was going to tell my father I'm not going to church. Okay? And there would be World War fucking 3 in the house. It's just the way it is.
I was kind of lucky. Dad, very old fashioned. Coming from a European background. Mum, Irish descent. So, I mean, discipline was there, but there was also, a little bit of leeway, especially with Dad coming from a European background, was much different to the having, say, an Australian parent who grew up in Australia, because Dad came to Australia when he was 21, after leaving the English military. But I tell you what, as I got older, I became better friends with my father. But when I was younger, we did butt heads because there was no asking your father why you had to do something. It was you just did it.
Yeah, you bet your happy ass.
And I think that, you know, I mean, I was probably a lot softer on my son, though there was still lots of discipline there. I just disciplined in a different way. But I don't have any regrets on that. I think it made me, in a lot of ways, a better person.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely gave me morals and principles. Dad was not one to, I mean, birthdays and Christmases we got, like every other kid, we got everything we wanted. But if other than that, Dad made us work for everything we got. If you
Yeah.
wanted something, you went out and worked and got it.
That's the only time of year you really got charity in a Catholic house was Christmas. If you want me to put it bluntly.
Uh, See, mum wasn't Catholic. Dad was, and of course, obviously, all the kids, we grew up as Catholics because that's what my father wanted. And back in those days, Dad was head of the household. That's just how
Yeah.
it was.
Catholics always win. I'll tell you why. It was just the opposite for me. My dad was Protestant. My mom is Catholic. And my dad told my mom, if you want to raise them Catholic, you're more than welcome to. All right. And but he was there to back her up every minute, man. He's like, oh no, you're going to church. I'd be like, what about you? I'm Protestant. Fuck you. You're going to church. You know? That's just the way my dad was, man. You're gonna do what your mother says, whether you like it or not, come hell or high water. All right.
Full credit to my father. He brought us up as Catholics, but
Uh,
once we got to a certain age, and I think for me might have been around that 16 or 17, because I remember I started driving at that time.
uh,
The choice he left the choice in our hands.
yeah.
You know,
Well,
he didn't bash it on us, and
yeah. Well, I was told when I made my confirmation that, let's see, I was like 13 when I made my confirmation.
year 7 here for me at my Catholic school was year 7. You did confirmation.
Yeah, you're 7 or 8, and so actually, what confirmation is you confirm that you believe in God, and you confirm your baptism,
Yes.
and you confirm that you're an adult and you take responsibility for your path in the Catholic Church. That's what
Did,
confirmation is.
did you
Okay?
also have to choose a new name as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
I chose Saint Joseph the Worker.
Well, St. Joseph was the school I went to. The name I chose was Matthew.
Matthew. Okay. And my father, he was a bit of a jokester. And when I was making my confirmation, he told me to tell the priest that I wanted to take the name Saint Lucifer.
Oh my, Lucifer Morningstar.
Yes. And oh boy, my mother had a shit fit.
I'm surprised that would have had things thrown around. Things would have been flying through the house, wouldn't
Yeah, well, my dad had a great sense of humor, man. He just, he was fucking with me, all right? You know what I mean? He knew that I believed every word that come out of his mouth. His word was law. He knew that.
I tell you how it was with my dad. Because my dad worked shift work, Popeye, but I remember giving my mother a mouthful at one time, and she chased me out the house with the wooden spoon. And I
Uh-huh.
ran, mate. And at the backyard, we had one of those old Granny Smith, the green apples, one of those
Uh-huh.
big trees there. And I climbed up the tree, mate. And I was laughing at her because there's no way my mother was going to get up that tree. And
Uh-huh.
she just walked away and said, "Okay, no worries. I'm going to go get the axe. I'm going to chop the tree down. And your father's going to be pretty pissed off when that tree comes down." And, mate, I was out that fucking tree so fast. I mean, I jumped out. I didn't even climb down. I thought, no way. I'm not going to mess with the old man.
Yeah, and as these things, I remember as a kid, and I'm not one of those guys that has grown up. Like I see a lot of guys and gals that have all grown up now, and they blame their parents for their fucking problems. Okay. Well, if I wasn't treated like this, if I wasn't treated like this, or told to do this, or told to do that. And that's the type of shit that fucking really irks my ass. Okay. And, to me, if you're a guy that goes around your whole life blaming your parents for something, you know, and because you have some kind of bad behavior, disorder, or you're just fucked in the head. I firmly believe people are born and some of them are just fucked in the head. They're just gonna do shitty things their whole fucking life because that's the way they are. Okay.
I think I'm not going to disagree with that, and I think some of it's environment too, Popeye.
Uh-huh.
How you brought up, and I see this issue now in Australia where discipline seems, and I mean this is part of the United Nations bullshit too about not smacking your kids and not doing this and not doing that, but
Yeah.
I see discipline going out the window, and I see society going downhill for it.
Yeah. Yeah. And, and you can't put the blame on the parents. You just can't do it. I mean, it's time for this generation to take personal responsibility. Plain and simple. That's the way I see it.
In a lot of cases, I'll agree. But I see a lot of parents who have children, and it's almost like a burden to them, Popeye. Where to me, my son was a gift and a treasure, but some parents, their children are burdens to them.
Yeah, yeah. And don't get me wrong, there are parents out there that fuck a kid up. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, without a doubt. I've seen it, and I feel sorry for the kids. But that's what we were saying before. There's some people. I mean, it's one of those things we can't legislate for. But some people just shouldn't have children.
Uh-huh. Okay, we could go back on the subject of Barry now. Now that Lost has gone dark, all right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Hey, whoa.
I knew that would bring him out of hiding.
Jesus, Lost. Big ears. You are creepy. You're just creeping around there, Lost. Oh, Jesus.
I stopped using power tools on that one.
Oh, my God.
So all I got to do is say the B word, and you'll pop your fucking head up like a gopher, huh?
I just think it's a tired subject.
I know. I just said it so I could pull your short hairs, bro.
Yeah, to be fair, Lost, it's not going to go away, mate. No matter, we can sweep it under the carpet.
It can go away. It can.
I don't think it will, though.
Because there's me as a Popeye who wants to talk about it on a 24-hour basis.
Check it out.
That's not fair because I mean I can be guilty of that too. Lost.
Check it out, man. Fucking.
Yeah, we all can, but there's as far as people I listen to, and I was on Big Kev today. First thing he talks about is Bama, Frank, and then I was on Thunder the other day. It was Bama. I got on the shill. It was Bama, and I'm like, oh my God. I mean,
yeah, check this out though. I got a little story for you, Thunder. All right, me and Dave went to a show last night, a live stream that has nothing to do with those characters you just mentioned. Okay. And me and Dave said, oh, let's get away from these motherfuckers. We'll have a great fucking conversation. Do you know they're following me and Dave around the internet, and they followed us to that channel and dumped into the live chat?
Oh, shit.
All right. Is that not, that's fucking good, dude. That's cyber stalking right there, man. You got something fucking wrong with you when people walk away from you, right? And go somewhere else and you fucking follow them. You know you got a fucking problem you doing that. Am I right or wrong in that?
Well, I mean, there's two ways you can look at it. It's either you got a problem or you're just popular, mate.
I you know what? I hope it's.
How were they able to locate you on a totally different channel?
Dude,
or whatever?
what they do is they subscribe to your channel, right? And that actually lets them know, and then there's other people around that let them know, and they pay attention so greatly to your channel that they know who you are connected to, right? And fuck, it's like I said, cyber stalking, man. Cyber stalking. That's what it is.
Johnny, I just thought about what happened to you last night, so I just made you a moderator, so just to give you a little bit of protection.
So I missed the part. You had a couple new guys. Well, the Muslim guy and then the other UK guy that y'all were going. Where did they come from? They just jump in the channel there with you guys yesterday, or
he just came out.
Come about?
The Allen guy, he just came out of nowhere and joined the stream, it kind of surprised me at the time. Mia, the young Muslim lad in the UK, he asked for the link, and I thought, well, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea, and it would be fair to allow a Muslim guy on there, since we had brought up the subject of Muslims. I thought it was just fair to allow him to come on there and have a say.
Yeah, I agree. That was a fair move.
I mean, it was kind of surprising because you ran rings around him as far as knowing the Quran. No,
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, man. Yeah, you did. Definitely. Definitely. You did run rings around. I got to give you props.
Well, I wasn't trying to run rings around. I'm trying to. I like for people to admit their flaws and their when they are just diehard everything in whatever book it may be. Of course, obviously we're talking about the Quran. When you just are blind to anything else, yet you're living your life better than the actual Quran itself, but yet you still want to adhere to it. I just find it mind-boggling.
Now, hey, hold up. I'm getting blamed for something that Thunder just said. Says, why are people accusing me of removing people from panels and shutting streams down? Popeye, you're an ass. It wasn't me.
I said that.
Dude, he just said that. You're fucking retarded, man. Okay?
Yeah, Go-Go, I was the one that mentioned all that. Popeye, actually, I don't believe has even mentioned it, so
I mean,
not on here anyway.
go fuck yourself, man.
Now, you wanted the link, Go-Go. I sent it to you, mate. If you want to have a say, you're welcome to come on and say it. Now, there's no point saying to Crystal, come on, because you want her to come on with you, because Crystal, if she wanted to come on, she would let me know and she'd be on here. Well, that's okay, Go-Go.
You know what? Fuck you, Go-Go. It's not either way. He said it. And see, you're starting shit and throwing rumors out there, and then, it takes 2 minutes for a lie to go around the world. It takes forever for the truth to catch up. Don't fucking pin shit on me, motherfucker. All right?
Let's face it, Go-Go. Your reputation precedes you. So you can't blame people for looking at you when things like that happen.
Uh-huh.
But get over it and jump on the panel.
Yeah, fucking use your real voice, dude, so I can understand what you're saying. I don't even want to talk to you when you get on a panel. I cannot hear or comprehend what you were saying because of that voice.
Well, I can't comment on that, Go-Go. I mean, I wasn't there when it happened. I don't know. But you have done it to people, so I guess hard to complain about it when you've done it yourself. But it's bad etiquette doing that. Calm down, Popeye. Have a shot of Jack, followed by your can of
Sure, yeah.
Evil Andy. You are evil.
I tell you, Andy, it's like this, man. I'm getting tired of being accused of shit I didn't do. And I'll be quite honest with you. If I've done something shitty, I'll fucking stand right up and say, yeah, I did it. What are you going to do about it? I'm not like these little fucking crybabies out here who fucking piss and moan like little fucking schoolgirls because they got caught, you know?
Look, Gunnar, he's allowed to have his say, and that's all fair. The only reason I brought it up because we were on a panel, and Go-Go was on that panel, and his reputation precedes him. So,
he's just saying that fucking Go-Go's playing the victim card.
Well, Go-Go, you're welcome. I sent you the link. Roberto, leave Go-Go alone. He's my bestest friend in the whole world.
Well, my condolences, Roberto. Okay.
I'd watch out for Roberto Gogo. I reckon he's setting you up to. You might end up in Roberto's smoker.
Yeah. Well, I'd be careful if I was you. Right?
Well, getting caught, yeah, that's true, Gogo. Crystal, keep an eye on Gogo, will you please? Look, Gogo, I'm sure that Popeye is big enough and old enough to look after his own issues and probably doesn't need to be told to sort them out, mate.
Yeah, I'm definitely the only issue around here right now is you. And it's like mind over matter. I don't mind because you really don't matter to me. Okay.
Evil Andy, well, mate, if that makes you feel better and that's your thing, all power to you. Uh, you were timed out by one of the mods, and
Yeah, that's the
I'm
guy that followed us over to the new channel. He lets his followers like Bama and Frankie know. He's caused trouble in here.
well. Just all I can say, Twisted Britches, is just be glad you weren't blocked. Jesus, go, bro. No bullshit. I always remember this cartoon with a little kid, and they're walking around the zoo, and there's a little kid always poking the lion. Um, and then at the end of it, the commentator's like, "Where's that? Where's the little boy?" And the lion opens his mouth and points in his mouth, and all you hear out of the lion's mouth is, "I've been a bad boy."
Boy,
Go,
yeah.
go. I think that's you.
I mean, dude, this guy is telling me to shut my mouth. He's the one talking about me on the first hoof, blaming me for what you just said. What a dipshit. Oh man.
Like I said, though, I give Gogo his credit. He is intelligent. He is entertaining. He's just a little turd most of the time, but he can be entertaining, and
Yeah,
he's definitely not silly.
yeah. Guntram says, take him to the loo, fucking flush him. Right?
I don't know. I reckon Gogo would float.
I always swear, Go-Go. I'm a fucking sailor. It's what I do.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to that, Gogo. He's a sailor. I'm an Aussie. It's just natural.
So I can only say to you, Go Bobo, for fuck's sake. You know?
Twisted. No one in here, Twisted, has said that they don't do no wrong. I think, uh, and give Popeye his credit. He doesn't hide or hold back about talking about that. So I'm not sure where you're coming with that. Some do no wrong, and you've been blocked on here before, Twisted. So uh, maybe you need to take a look at that line and think about it. Okay, you just said it, but don't come in here to bait, guys. I mean, if you want to have your say at Popeye, that's all fine, but don't bait him.
That's what they do. They try very hard to bait me, man. And I'm like, dude, just give it a rest. Fucking, I mean, if you're just here to bait me and not actually fucking listen to what we're saying, then go back to the other channels where you feel more comfortable. Go back
Actually,
to your safe space, man.
Actually, if you're really nice, Twisted Bridges, Popeye might even sing you a song. He's done it for
Yeah,
he's done it for Crystal.
hell yeah.
Go. All I'm doing is standing up to being accused of things I've not done. If you can't take, but it's not Popeye. Go. It was me, and I've still given you the link to jump on, so it's all good. No, I'm pretty sure you've been barred here before, Twisted Britches.
Yeah, he was for a little while, and then you let him back in. You know,
But yeah, whatever Twisted Britches like, you're here now. That's all good. Oh, geez. I think the chef has a handsome voice. Who's the chef, Andy? Okay, you say you have not. I'm pretty sure I've banned a Twisted Britches in here before, whether that's you or someone else. But I know someone under that name has been banned before.
Yeah. He's saying the chief. He calls me
Oh,
chief.
the chief. Ah, the
He
chief.
calls me chief all the time.
Sorry, Andy.
But you know, it's like I don't even know you or Gogo Bobo personally. Okay. But this is what I do know. You come in, you bait, you switch, you fucking boldface lie, you know. And if that's your thing, cool, go for it. The only thing I'll ever really ask of you is like, you're caught, own your shit. Okay. Just own it. All right. Just say, hey, yeah, you caught me. Fucking sorry about that. You know, you could even give a half-ass apology. You know?
Well, Gogo, it's not what happened on that channel is not relevant here.
Well, see, I don't own Pink Pony, and we came to a collective decision, especially after Aloe and me kind of like told you you're not Pink Pony material. Right? I mean, if you forgot all that, go back, listen to the show, you know, and you can get that answer yourself. Who's tapping the mic?
Not me. Have we got someone in here that shouldn't be in here, or
Let me see.
you in here and being invisible, Gogo? You well, Lost is muted.
Yeah.
I've got the headphones with the mic, so. Well, Gogo. I mean, I heard the show and I know what you're saying, but again, at the end of the day, that's someone else's channel, and that's their decision to make, buddy.
Yeah, I can't arbitrate for Pink Pony on Thunder's channel. So maybe why don't you just dump into Dave's channel and ask him why?
That's weird, Gunner. Like I said, I got the mic that's coming out of the headphones here, and hands are nowhere near the mic. Let me have a look here. I got some cables crossing, but that shouldn't be.
Yeah, there's definitely some kind of beeping coming through for sure.
Hang on, let me mute myself, and then you guys will know if it's me or not.
All right. Yeah, it's him. What do you think,
Yep,
Clark?
definitely coming from either Thunder.
He might have some background noise, or it might be his notifications.
It sounds like it's like some kind of weird feedback or something, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not getting any notifications. Thanks, thanks, Gunner.
No, it's not notifications because it's kind of constant. Like right now, boop.
That's really weird. Really weird. I'm not sure. I'm not technical enough with this stuff to work out what it is. Just turn my play toy off. Thanks, David.
And see, check it out. He says he doesn't follow me around. Oh, check it out. He's sitting in Bama's chat.
Buffalo, let's not play around here.
And they're having a conversation. They're having a conversation. Oh, let's all sub to his channel and go over there and pester him. You know?
The reason why I chose not to go back on Pink Pony was because you were trying to make me say things that I wasn't going to say, and you didn't like it. And when Aloe got on the panel, you tried to corner me. That's all.
We did. We cornered you. And we told you what Pretty Pony was about and what you had to do. And you're not Pretty Pony material. So bye-bye you. You just have to live with it.
Let's face it, Gogo. I mean, they have their agenda on that channel, and that's their thing. If you're not gonna, I mean, I don't go on there because I'm not going to partake in it, and that's again my choice. And I'm it's the same with you. I mean, and I don't think that show suits you anyway, Gogo.
Let's not twist what it is, though.
Well, I didn't twist what it is.
No, I'm saying what we just said now is correct. I'm saying what was said in the chat might not have necessarily been correct.
Well, what was said in the chat that's not correct?
Well, first of all, I'm the one that didn't choose to go back on Pink Pony. I never came back after that one. I never tried to get on the panel because I didn't want to. So to say I've been kicked off Pink Pony when I'm the one that decided I didn't want to go on the show is complete bullshit.
Maybe I took it the wrong way. I thought they meant as in that you weren't going
I
to be
didn't
asked
even
back on the
see
panel.
any shows after that. I stopped watching it.
Well, that's good. You feel better now, don't you?
Well, I'm saying, let's not twist things around.
I didn't twist shit around.
I mean, at the end of the day, Gogo, the format there doesn't suit you. It's just
What
how
about
it is.
the old Go-Go? Does it suit the old Go-Go?
Geez, that's a hard question. No, I still don't think it does either.
Yeah, there's
You're
some lines that aren't
you're a-
supposed to be crossed.
You're a unique character, Gogo. Well, maybe there's some lines are not be crossed, shouldn't be crossed, but that's what that show's all about. Well, for one person anyway on that show, but that's yeah, they have their agenda, they have their format. It is what it is, Gogo, and it's simple, mate. Just don't go there. Don't have to go there, mate. Do your own thing. There's plenty of shows that will let you on.
Well, I'm the one that made that choice, so I don't like people trying to pretend that it was them that made the choice when I'm the one that made it myself.
Well, that's fair enough, and you just put that out there.
What choice did you make?
Manipulation doesn't work on me, Popeye.
I'm just asking you, what choice did you
I'm
make?
just asking you to shut the fuck up.
Are you a little pissed off?
I'm not pissed off. If I wanted to go on the attack, I knew you before you even came to the community, Popeye. It's just that I'm choosing to be civil.
Oh, I've been
Anyway, that's
quite
all I had
civil.
to say. I'm gonna
Oh.
go now before Popeye tries to twist everything.
Okay, you do that.
It's your choice, Gogo, but I have to admit, though, it is pleasant to hear that voice again. The other one was starting to get a little bit too creepy. What happened with Lost? I'm surprised he didn't come on to say hello to Gogo. I thought he'd be cheering. Yeah, Crystal, well, damn. I think we'll need to take a step back and remember what that other channel is what it is. They have their format. I mean, we all know we're not silly, we're not naive. So I think it's simple. Either you like going there and listening to it, or you don't. We all have a choice. It's simple. Don't like it, don't go there. From what I've seen, a lot of people go there. So
Yeah, Twisted Riches, you have to understand, it's as simple as this. Every channel has their own rules and regulations, the guys that runs it. Oh, because one guy runs his channel one way doesn't mean another guy is going to run it the same way. All right.
Exactly.
If you want uniformity throughout YouTube, I mean, write a check, buy YouTube, and say this is how you have to run your channel, right? And like I can't tell Thunder what to do with his channel any more than what he's going to tell me what to do with my channel.
And that's yeah, people need to understand that. Like I know there's a lot of people that are not kosher with that the channel we're talking about, and that's fine. That's their choice.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
And I'll tell you straight up, I may not like Bama's or anybody else's channel, but I'm sure as shit not going to tell them how to run it. I'm not going to jump in there and say, well, this channel does it this way. Why don't you do it that way? No, I mean, I look at Thunder as a leader, not a follower. Okay? So, the only thing I can say to you, Twisted Britches, is either lead, follow, or get the fuck out of the way. What are you going to do, It's as simple as that. That's how life works.
Twisted, you kind of contradict yourself here. I don't care what you say. Tell it to win. Well, if you didn't care, why approach Popeye at all, or aim any questions at him if you don't care?
Well, I mean,
Kind of contradictory.
yeah, you got the attention you wanted now. Is it unwanted attention now? Are you sorry?
Do a reach around. Roberto, I don't think so, mate.
If you sing Kumbaya and play the ukulele, Roberto.
I like you, Roberto, just don't like you that much.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't mention any names, and he actually mentioned people, not person. And maybe it was directed at you, Twisted Britches, but then don't come on here and say, tell it to the wind, because you obviously addressed what Popeye said. So, you obviously do care what he's saying. Yeah, we can share a barbecue. We can do that.
Yep, barbecue. Yep, got some rat meat.
go see Barry. Sorry, lost. I couldn't help myself. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Well, and frankly, I'm sorry. Go-Go's upset, man. It's just the way it rolls,
I'll give Go-Go his dues. He says what he thinks, and he's allowed his opinion. I did see that particular show. He was kind of cornered, and you did nab him for not wanting to say something that he didn't want to say. And you know what? You had every right to question him. You had every right to ask him, just as he had every right not to answer. But I think at the end of the day, what you said was probably correct. His persona is not suited to that particular channel.
Well, and if he takes that as an insult and it pisses him off, well, that's the way it is. You know what I mean? I tell you honestly, I got the invitation to go on RRR, and I was told by those who were starting RRR, this is your audition, man. If we feel you're not RRR material, you won't get a link and you won't be able to come back on. And I said, okay. And I said, what's your format? How you doing it? Why you doing it? What's your narrative? So I followed it. You know what I mean?
I think the best thing that, like I said, with Riff Raff Radio, some short shows I really enjoyed. Others just weren't, my cup of tea, so to speak. But But I think the best decision that was made with that channel, and I guess he's all made it at the beginning, was to do that 1 year and then dump it.
Yeah.
I think it was a great idea to do it that way.
Yeah. And you have people out there today saying, yeah, RRR went away. No, that's not it. If you watch it from beginning to end, we said we were going to do for a year and then it was going to be dumped. And the body of work sits up there for anybody who wants to listen to it.
Yeah, David, that's some good advice. I think everyone should stick to their principles, and we know not everyone's going to like everybody, and that's just how it is. Yeah, Andy's good. I spoke to him on the phone, gun term. He's just doing his own thing and just just taking it easy. He's kind of pissed off about some things that were said, but he's told me that if he comes back, he will come back. But you'll probably only see him either on my show or his own. He's not interested now in going anywhere else.
Yeah.
Gunnar, as far as his health goes, and Andy will be the first one to admit that, he's responsible for that himself. And, all the best with that and to him, but he's the only one that can look after himself. But we've talked about we're going to catch up this week, and we might go out for a meal or something like that.
You were. Am I coming through? Can you hear me?
Can now. You started off robotic.
I was going to ask Popeye. He was a Navy guy. And is Thunder and Submarine? Is that sonar we're hearing in the background?
That's what it sounds like. Sounds
All
like
that beeping.
Yeah, it sounds like you're tapping on something, or you got some background noise in your place.
I've got a fishing show on TV. Can you hear it now?
Yep,
there it goes.
Okay, well then I just was totally.
Yeah, what was it? Maybe about every 30 seconds or something. I don't know what it is. It's just a little beep, like a little boop.
I was totally still at that point, so I'm not sure. Not sure what would be doing it. I've got a couple of pages open. I've got the page open that Popeye led me to edit that.
Yeah, it's not constant thing, so it's not super annoying. But there it just went again. But yeah, about every 30 seconds or something, it makes a little beep.
Maybe ASIO are checking up on me, mate. It's not about being comfortable or able to say certain things. It's about having the discipline, which Popeye does not have to say them. Not sure, Go, where you're coming with that, but as far as discipline goes, I would say that 20 years in the Navy, fucking hell, if he doesn't know about discipline, mate, fucking none of us do. No worries, Andy. You take care, mate.
Oh, dude, you gave that dude a fucking wrench? Rain Man?
Yeah, I like Rain Man. Rain Man's not a bad guy. Obviously, some of you guys have issues with him. I've seen him earlier with Roberto. Oh my God. Actually, I should probably give Roberto a wrench to protect him from Rain Man. Actually, where are you, Roberto? Say something for me so I can throw a wrench on you, bud.
Yeah, he's trolling me. This is the guy that comes out and says that I rent my house, that I live in a basement. He's not too thrilled with me.
Well, Rain Man, if he lives in a basement, it's the only basement I know that has a door that leads outside. And I've heard him open the door and go outside, so. I don't know about trolling everyone, but. Where are you, Roberto? Say something so I can throw a wrench on you. You know what, Gunnar? That's the best thing about, yeah. Who cares? I mean, I've heard some talk about MJ living with his parents. Well, if my son was 35, working and living at home, I wouldn't have an issue with it. Thanks, Roberto. You know, as a parent, anything I can do to make my son's life easier, it's a no boner. It's what you do.
I think it shows one character if you make fun of anybody's living situation.
Come on, Mr. Robot. Where the hell are you? Get a decent internet connection, will you?
I don't want to hear.
Go. I can't hear you, bud. Go. I agree with you, and I've brought that up with Popeye, and Popeye would be the first one to tell you that there's been stuff said on that show that he doesn't agree with, and has addressed the guy about it. But Popeye can't be held responsible for what other people say. He can only be held responsible for the shit he says. I don't use my wrench for evil purposes. Well, you're not blocked here, Rayman, and you got a wrench here, so.
Oh, I don't have a wrench on Nico's show. Actually, Nico blocked you, and he will tell you that. He wants nothing to do with you. All right? So you take that issue up with Nico. You're gone from that show.
Oh, Jesus, do you want me to fix that noise? You worry me so much, David. You are a worry. There we go. We got the three musketeers in the house. David, Gogo, and Gogo Bobo's sister. Was it D'Artagnan, Porthos? Who's the other guys? I can remember those two, D'Artagnan and Porthos. Who's the... what's the rest of the names of them? They should know them. There's four of them, and I can think of two at the moment. Geez, my memory's gone on me.
Hi, sis. Hi, bro.
They're a worry, aren't they? Gogo Bobo and Gogo Bobo's sister.
Uh-huh.
The rest of the family disappeared. Gogo Bobo's father and Gogo Bobo's mother. If Bama needs help, he has worms.
That's fucked up.
Uh,
I mean, the guy did say he shit on it. He shit blood and something in his stool. I, kind of felt bad for him for a minute there. That's true.
Did David do his last stream? Did he? I missed it. Oh, that's a shame. I would have, if he has done that last stream, it would have been one to watch. I would have been very interested in seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
Gogo, did David do his last stream?
I never looked.
Well, maybe not, Gunnar. It would be sad to see. I mean, David and I don't always see eye to eye, but it'd be sad to see anyone go, really.
What, he said he was going to do that was his last live stream? He wasn't going to do any more?
He did come out and say he was going to do his last stream and announce who he really was and what he really does, and I guess a bit of a tell-all, but...
when you say David, are you talking about R.C. Dre?
No, David Knopfler.
Oh, David Knopfler, okay.
Bye-bye. I'm just going to put you on the spot for a second. Don't lose your underwear. For a
You
while
always
there,
try to put
I'm
me
just
on
looking
the
at Gunterm's comment, and I can remember a while ago, Popeye, that you're going on to Nico's stream and you're actually removing people without his consent. And then when those people were trying to access Nico's stream, they'd actually been blocked.
Okay, can you interpret what he just said, please?
He said that actually on Nico's stream, people were going on there and you were hiding them, and they were unable to access Nico's stream after that. So-
Yep, sure did. Like I said, I own my shit. That's not putting me on the spot. And Nico asked me, and I said, well, this guy said this guy said that. And he said, okay. And Nico says, hey, I'm going to give these guys a second chance. And he asked me straight out, will that upset you, Papa? I said, oh, hell no. It's your fucking channel. Do what you want. And then he took all the wrenches away. He had one wrench. And just recently, he blocked Rain Man again because of what Rain Man said. Now, like I just told Rain Man, he can go back to Nico, and Nico will tell him why he got blocked again. All right? So does that answer your question, Foley?
So you're basically admitting to, from the start, you're hiding people without Nico's permission. Then after that, you
No,
worked it
that's
out
not
to
what I'm
communicate.
admitting. Nico asked me, why did you hide those people?
Well, I had contacted Nico. This is a couple of years ago.
But
privately.
Nico is not here, so I'm not going to speak for Nico, and you shouldn't either.
And
Okay?
so,
So I'm not
judging-
here to speak about Nico's live stream.
judging
I'm
by your
actu-
body language right now, you're
Yeah.
actually guilty.
hang on.
So-
Body language. You
Yes.
can't see him.
You can tell a lot from body language on Lone Thunder. And the fact of the matter was that you were actually hiding people without Nico's consent. He was unaware of it.
Afraid not.
I'm afraid so.
So, so you're in quite the accusatory mood today. Like,
I'm only just stating facts, that's all. I'm not after
excuse me. I'm speaking. Like in the live chat, what did you accuse me of? You accused me of something that Thunder said.
You're
It's
trying
true.
to defer from the topic we're currently talking about.
No,
but
I'm
that
not.
kind of debating doesn't work
You're
on
just
me.
coming on here starting shit, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm simply addressing Rain Man's comment in the chat, and you're trying to deflect because I caught you red-handed. That's all. Goodbye.
Oh, Jesus, go. Oh, my goodness. Go. Like I said, you're not silly, and you are entertaining at times. You know, I'll tell you the one thing that is really got me with Go is that when people say, "Oh, you're on this side or that side,"
Mhm.
with Go, I never really know whose side he's on. He is unique in that he's just his own person, and
No, he's an aloe with a squeaky voice. He's on his own side. He's on his own side. And I don't take umbrage with that. Okay? I don't take umbrage with that at all. And simple as that.
well, I think it's good. You've got to take everything, with a grain of salt, and I appreciate that Go can come out and say what he likes. But Go, you haven't always been the innocent party. I will say that. Jesus, Don. No, please don't get that confused, Don. No. I was talking to Crystal.
I hope so.
Yes, I was. Damn, Don. That's about as bad as no nonsense. I'll say, "Hey, babe," and then no nonsense will answer me.
But I do want to thank these guys for proving my point today. And I've told many people this: the minute you time out, you block or hide somebody from a channel that is either a shit stir or a professed troll, they get pissed.
Some people, yeah, maybe some people. And then you have others who just wear the title quite proudly. I'm kind of disappointed. I missed the days of two guys that a lot of people have talked about. One is Mrs. Heminger, and the other one is Psychosis, who I'm told were both very intelligent and funny trolls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were. They were pretty intelligent. They were innocuous. Dude, that Heminger guy, Mrs. Heminger, he fucking hounded the shit out of Says Styles.
Yeah, see, I wasn't around for those days, and I wish I had have, because I heard they were very talented trolls. I've seen Mrs. Heminger around a little bit now. Never seen that Psychosis around though.
I got an idea who Psychosis was, but I won't say it.
Well, Don C,
It's-
let's fix that up now. The art of trolling is dead. Maybe, David. It seems to gone from intelligent, funny to just nasty at times. So, but maybe, yeah, like you said, maybe not completely dead. Where are you, Crystal? You want to come on the panel? You want to join Popeye and Lost and myself up here? Just let me know if you want to. If anyone else would like to come up, join us. At the moment, we're getting done with commando attacks from GoGo.
That was kind of hit and run, man.
Yeah, that's about as commando as you can get.
Yeah. Hit and run. No rebuttal, man.
Like I said, he is clever. GoGo's not
You
silly.
know, but hey, he's clever, but he's pissed. I don't blame him, And the funny thing is, they actually think I hold ill will.
I've had my moments with GoGo, and I'm over it. GoGo is who he is. I've come to accept it. And you know what? I mean, that's the thing with YouTube. I mean, a lot of people, you just need to learn to accept some things are what they are. You can't change it.
No, you're not going to. You're not going to.
And it's a shame because, the one thing I have noticed is that, I mean, there's some really good people out here, and it bothers me a little bit when I see good people fighting with each other, because I know morally and on principles they share a lot of the same, and it's just sad to see that because of maybe a third party that they start hammering each other, but it is what it is, and I can't change that.
Yeah, that leads you back to tribalism. Everybody has their group they're in. And if somebody in that group gets attacked, then that whole group goes after that person. And that's what I see happening throughout this YouTube thing.
You made a good point with that tribalism, and I've seen that at work. And I have to say, Popeye, you're dead right. That's exactly what it is.
I'm not pissed, Popeye. I just think it was a bit sneaky to do that to lots of people, because I had people coming to me saying that they disappeared and they don't know why. And I'm not talking about this time. This was a while ago.
Well, the thing you have to accept, I guess, GoGo, and I mean, if he has a wrench on a channel, I mean, I guess it's his prerogative to use it, and I guess then the prerogative of the channel owner to then.
No, Thunder, you don't understand. Nico didn't. He wasn't aware of it. That's why
Well,
people
then
were
that.
coming to me like, "What the fuck?"
But then that's Nico's
There's
problem,
no
or
way around
Nico.
this. It's sneaky bullshit. You just don't do that shit. It's better to just terminate a stream. It's so
Hang
low
on,
to
hang on.
get rid of a heap of people from his community when it's not even your own channel. That's what I'm
Hang on.
saying. But Popeye
He
doesn't understand.
who's without sin throw the first stone. You're going to say you've never been sneaky, Gogo?
I'm talking about a mass wipe
No,
of people.
don't change. Oh God, Higanti, that's terrible. But you can you honestly say you've never been sneaky?
You're talking about me and you when we were playing. Is that what you're referring to?
Well, some of the times I wouldn't call it playing, but you've done things too that you're not innocent, Gogo. You
But
mute
if you
people
look
all
at
the
the
time.
chat, I already admitted to things I've done, but other people were sneaking about.
I'm pretty sure that Popeye did admit to what he's done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did. I
now.
just said.
Only
I
because
mean,
of me. Otherwise, he would have kept his gob
so
shut
do
and
you
no one know.
do you feel important now?
I don't measure importance on anything to do
I
with
mean,
you, Popeye. Sorry.
It's important to you, evidently.
No, I was
So
just giving the
so
people in
answer
the
the
chat a
question.
break.
Do you feel important now?
I don't even see how that's
Do
related.
you feel righteous?
How could someone
Answer the
source that
question. Do you
from
feel
this?
important? Do you feel righteous?
I feel exactly the same.
You feel
Oh, look,
exactly the same. Okay.
come on, Go. You're important to us, Go. We still love you. Crystal
Popeye,
still
you a
loves you.
bit simple in the head. Because seriously, I don't even understand where you're going with that.
Oh my God,
I
Go
think
I'm
Go.
you
just
know.
saying.
I think you know, Go. I think you know, man. It's all right, man. I think you're important, Go. Don't you sweat it. Okay.
I'm gonna remove. I'm not gonna time you out or anything, Raymond. I'm just gonna remove the comment. Don't don't bring his partner, his wife, into it. Like I've said this before, and people got this confused the other day. Um, Wives and children, girlfriends, don't bring them into it. As far as the guys and boyfriends or whatever go, they're fucking big enough and ugly enough to look after themselves.
Twisted Britches, you're not going to win here, Go. What's there to win? I wanted to put out what I had, and I did. It's
I'm gonna
nothing.
remove
It's
that
not
one
about
too.
winning.
Sorry, Roberto, but don't mention the guy's partner, the wives. And now, if he had a male partner, go for it. But hey, Randall, how you doing? No need to be sorry, Raymond. I just, like I said, the guys and boyfriends, or whatever, you fucking hammer them all you want, and they're friends. But I just don't want to see that kind of shit in here. And I remove Roberto's as well, so I'm not taking sides, Rain Man. I think we should get back on the subject of sexual. It is sexual discrimination, I guess, David. It is. I'd rather talk about how Lost is creepy.
If he comes back on, yeah. What's he doing?
Hey, Tony, how you doing, mate? Morning, wankers. I guess you guys can run right if you ever get a gay guy in here with a male partner. Then you can hammer him.
No, that's a good way to get your channel taken down. Somebody will listen to it and bam.
Oh yeah, but the PC stuff is out of control. Well, if that's the case, Roberto, that's just wrong, and it won't be allowed in here, mate. I'm not surprised you're tired, Tony. I don't know how you get away with such little sleep, man. You need to be resting up for your wedding day, mate. You don't want to go to sleep on your honeymoon. Don't talk about my mates. You could be talking about a lady boy. Dave, Jesus.
Thunder, does Focus ever come on here anymore?
Yes, he does.
I haven't seen him.
Not long ago, a couple of days ago, he was on a show with me.
On this show.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It was 2 or 3 days ago, mate. He was on here. Maybe 3 days ago now. But don't see him as much as we used to. But there's, I guess he has his reasons, and that's fair enough. I know that Focus and Popeye don't get along, and and I mean, I'd gladly have both of them on the panel if as long as they can be respectful to each other while they're on here. I don't have an issue with that, but at the same time, they have their issues, and that's between them. I try not to get involved in that. I like both guys, and that's how it is. Focus understands that. Popeye understands that. They're both respectful in that regard. So, the one thing, as much as it can bother me at times, some people are just not going to get along, and there's nothing I can do. These guys have to sort that shit out between themselves. They're grown men. They can make their own decisions. I have a teaspoon of cement every day.
I mean, no offense, Popeye, but how do I explain this?
Hold on before you say that. Don't no offense me and then offend me. Okay, so you could stop right there.
Well, you may not take this offensive.
No, when somebody starts something by saying no offense, they're going to say something offensive. So you could stop right there. Not here to answer your questions.
Start it with offense.
I'm going to shut you down right now. Not here to answer your questions.
Let's start it with offense then.
Okay. All right. So
I don't think this is going to offend you, to be honest.
No questions from
not
Go-Go. No questions from Go-Go to Popeye.
It's not a question. I'm making a statement. I'm making a statement, dummy. Did you just take a dump?
Jesus, Coco.
What did he say?
He just asked if you took a dump.
Oh.
The thing about you, Popeye.
What happened there?
I don't know.
He just muted himself, or you didn't mute him, did you, Popeye?
No, didn't mute.
I muted himself.
I'm not even looking at the Hangout.
You can't offend someone that does not have certain qualities. David, I think everyone can be offended at the end of the day, David. And
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now you were muted.
Yeah, no. What was I saying? Popeye, that's right. So, what I was going to say is, what I find annoying about you, Popeye, is this. Now, hear me out. Some of the people you talk to in the community don't fully understand your tactics or the way you operate. Because I do. I feel like a child when you're talking to me. Because I already fully understand where you're going, what you're about to say, and it's just kind of boring. And that's what upsets me.
Then why listen?
I'm talking about when we're in conversation. So
why
rather than
listen?
trying to
Why
manipulate
listen?
me,
Why listen or getting in a conversation if you feel that way about me?
because this is what the issue is of why I honestly don't like you, because I find you too stupid. And I don't know how else to put it. If
Well,
you want to have a
that's
conversation with me, try to not use tactics that I'm already fully aware of, that other people in the community will easily fall for, but I've already got your number. I just find it boring.
because calling someone stupid though because you don't like what they say, Go, that's kind of wrong. And
I'm
the last,
referring to the manipulation techniques.
well, because the last thing I would call Popeye is stupid.
Well, he has some people fooled, but he just doesn't have me fooled. So I'd rather he address me, a bit more with a bit more intelligence, so I can have some kind of fun.
All right, then answer this. How can I address you with any intelligence with a voice like that?
It's about the content, Popeye.
That's your opinion.
And that's it. At the end of the day, you're allowed your opinion, Go.
Yeah. I never stop your opinion.
I have to agree with Steve in there. I don't think I'd ever be hearing myself say that too, but I prefer that voice as well. I'm not sure about the cat with the big eyes, which, where have I seen that cat before, Popeye?
I think from a movie.
Is that the ooh I've seen on a
Yes,
Popeye
Puss in
short?
That's from the movie Shrek. That's to garner that he's using that to garner sympathy.
It's Puss in Boots.
Puss in
It's a
Boots.
good tactic. I got to give you credit, Gogo.
I told you he is an intelligent fella. And like I said, he is very intelligent. I have to admit, Go, when you went missing, fuck, I can't believe I'm going to say this either. I actually did miss you.
Of course you did.
I never thought I'd hear myself saying that, but one of the things I like is being able to have Popeye on this show, a Lost on this show, yourself, Go, and some of the other guys. You don't all agree with each other, and you all have opinions. And I tell you what, it makes for a lot of interesting conversations. Yeah, I know, Crystal. I slapped myself in the face when I said that too. And you have to admit, Go, it would be boring if we all agreed with each other all the time. Yeah, I agree, Gunnar. I probably have lost it. But no, I have missed Go at times. Other than the times I've wanted to rip his head off and shit down his neck, but we're over that. We're past it, I think, Go.
Sometimes.
Only you, Go. Oh my god. So Lost is creepy. So now here's a point in hand here. Look, he's just hiding in the background there on this panel, not saying nothing, probably listening. You're creepy, Lost. Still no reply from him.
Just say Barry.
All right, Go, Popeye. Please feel free to talk about Barry.
Okay, how about... Actually... Popeye, do you care to elaborate about the hotel evacuation of Barry?
Let me stop you a sec. I cannot understand you. I really can't.
I think he said something about, can we, he was asking about the hotel evacuation of Barry. Is that what you said, Go?
That would be correct.
That would be correct. Okay.
I don't know anything of the hotel evacuation of Barry.
I think Aloes made that pretty clear to people that he was responsible for that.
Yes. I did not. I actually come out and said I did not partake in that. Right?
Okay, so you didn't partake in it. Can I ask you if you approve of it? as an
Right.
outsider.
If I approve of it,
Yeah.
I'll put it to you this way. I don't give a fuck.
I I can live with that, Popeye, but I will say this. I've got to. This is just an inkling of a feeling here that you didn't feel all that bad about it either.
Not at all.
Hold on, wait a minute. I asked Popeye about this like a handful of days ago, and Popeye
Creepy.
said he didn't.
Creepy.
Am I going robotic?
No, mate. It's just that
Oh, okay.
we talked about Barry just to bring you on, and you came back.
Yeah, I completely ignored that. I didn't fall for the bait. But no, to Popeye's defense here, when I asked him about it a handful of days ago, he said he did not agree with that. Now he can change his mind, of course, but he said he didn't agree with it because I questioned him on it.
Oh, really, Popeye?
That surprises you, Go-Go?
Is that correct, Popeye?
No, it's not correct.
Oh, care to reinstate
He
that?
asked, excuse me, let me finish. He asked me if I had anything to do with it. He never asked me if I approved of it. Right?
No,
And
I
I'm-
asked you. Do you agree with that? And you said no.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
I wouldn't make up something. I wouldn't step
Oh,
on your toes there and speak for you if you didn't tell me that.
okay,
Now, like I
fair
said, you're
enough.
allowed.
Fair enough.
You're allowed to change your mind, but that's what you told me.
And really, right now, I don't give a fuck. And, because, see, what it is, you're directing these questions at me, trying to put me in a corner on something. I have no idea. Don't really give a fuck, Go Bobo, because, it's guys like you that missed the big point.
Well-
Some of the shitty things that this guy is doing.
Well,
Okay.
it's fair then, Popeye, to ask you, Go-Go. Do you agree with it?
Oh, it's against the law, so because of
Why
my
is it- why-
profession, of course I do.
What law is it against?
It's harassment, plain
Uh,
and simple.
And what law, under what country, under what state?
No, he's
Every
talking.
country
He's,
has that law.
Cite a law for me.
he's talking about though his position as a solicitor.
Although I'm not that kind of solicitor, but I'm
Ah.
aware of that law.
Oh, okay. My apologies there, Go-Go.
It is pretty simple. It's harassment, and you can be charged for it. It's not a big deal, but you can be charged.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you approve that when he comes out and he says he's going to release somebody's social security number?
That's also against the law as well.
Oh,
That's
okay.
called fraud.
So what you're actually doing is you're trying to put me in a corner and see if I had anything to do with this, and then pop up and say, "Popeye broke the law."
See, I don't know if that. I don't know
I
if
can
that's
answer
fraud.
this one.
I don't
See,
know if that's.
because I got
Hang
your
on, let me
fucking,
sort
I
Popeye
got
out.
your,
He thinks
I
I'm
got
after
your,
him.
I got your fucking number, okay? And I
You
know where
think-
you're rolling, and you're
Slow
pretty
down,
being
you're thinking
really
too hard.
fucking. I'm speaking right now. You're being really fucking shitty. All
You're
right,
thinking too hard about this, Popeye. Oh, my
not bad
question
at all.
was whether you agreed with it. I wasn't talking legally, and I was going to ask
I
under the
just
same
see
thing.
where you're going, man.
I
You're just
wasn't headed
heading
with
down
this
that
to do with
primrose.
you, Popeye.
You could deny all you want. See, but that's all you do is get people to ask questions. They answer the questions. You ask more questions. And then when people ask you questions, you sidestep. You say, wait a minute. Not going to play your game.
Actually, I believe that Thunder brought up Barry.
Yeah.
Uh,
The other thing too, Go-Go, when you said about the Social Security being released being fraud, I'm not so sure that would be the offence, but under American laws, I'm sure it is a federal offence of some kind to release somebody.
It is a federal offense.
Yeah, to release someone else's social. That would be a
It's
very
also a
serious offense.
federal offense to dox somebody, and under the cyberbullying laws. Okay, you should talk to your friend Rain Man about that. Okay.
Papa, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I was actually just after what
I,
people's thoughts
I,
were, whether
I'm,
they agreed with it.
your questions may sound innocuous to some, but I know where you go.
You're thinking too hard. I wasn't
Uh,
coming after you, Papa.
uh,
I just wanted
Oh,
to know where everyone stood on it. I disagree
okay,
with
answer
it
me this. Why do you want to know?
because Thunder wants to discuss Barry, so that's
No,
a good
why
topic
do
that
you
I brought
want to
up.
know? Answer my question. Why do you want to know? You asked the question, why do you want to know?
and I only brought Barry up to smoke Lost Out.
Yeah.
No, I
Why
don't
do you
agree with it.
say you don't agree with it? Wow, finally got you to answer a question. You might earn my respect yet.
But Thunder, what do you think? What's your take on it?
Geez, as far as the harassment goes, yeah, it is that. Do I agree with it? It after what I've seen that he's done to other places, he might be doing him a favor, but it's not something I would do, Go. Um,
Hmm.
it's not as cut and dry. I mean, you
The
know,
reason why I ask is because
I
some
guess
people do.
I guess I don't agree with it, but I understand why it does get done. And you know, Barry has everything that happens to Barry, he's brought on himself. Go.
I got a really cool question for you, Gogo. This should be easy for you. Piece of fucking cake. Okay? I know you follow him and I know you're watching him, but what do you think is the most egregious thing he has done on live stream?
I don't even like saying the words, but I have said it before. He made some comments at a girl. Um, uh, well, should we even be discussing this? Because some of it's pretty serious.
Well, go for it, Go. The question was asked. You're free to answer it, mate.
Yeah. Well, most of the stuff we've already seen before. I'm pretty sure she wasn't aware that she was being filmed when they were having intercourse.
Okay, fair enough, fair answer.
I
Um,
see that as serious.
do
Not
you
only
think?
serious, it was fucking downright. Just, I mean, to do that to any girl. I'm sorry. It shows a total lack of morals on that guy's part.
Mhm.
Sorry, Popeye. I didn't mean to
Oh,
interject.
no problem, dude. It's your show.
No. It's no excuse for me to be rude.
uh, um, you know what? I'm of the mindset, and I got to tell you flat out, Go Bobo. I'm of the mindset that if there are people out there that draw him no quarter, then I take no umbrage with it. After
Hmm.
some of the egregious things I've seen him do on live stream, and I'm not talking just against what he said to me or others, just what he has done on live stream.
Well, I'm going to take it one step further. Most of the people in the chat would have heard me make this statement before. It's not as if I haven't been saying this for a long time now. I don't want Bama in the country. Period.
I can understand that, but you know what? As an American, I could never understand why you would want him back. Sorry, that's just my take on it.
But
You know,
the issue we face is that people in this community feel that if laws have been broken, it's okay to break laws for the cause, which just isn't the case.
I agree with that, and you know, I truly believe that if he was back in America, he wouldn't get away with half the things that he's doing now. Anyway,
no. Um, Wild Wild West in the Philippines, man.
I mean, I've heard And I mean, guys have put up. I mean, I don't agree with some of the stuff that gets done, but I've seen some of the videos that have been put up about him, especially the ones where he was yelling at that poor girl when she was sitting on the bed, and my heart broke for that girl having to listen to him standing over the top of her and talking to her like that.
Now, would you say that the videos that I put up of him, Go Bobo, and they're all his, I will preface it with this, they're all his words, they're all his actions. Would you say that I was cyberbullying him?
I would say that you have broken the laws, and probably about 4 different laws, if you were to talk legally about it.
Who broke the
Defamation,
law?
definitely you have. Defamation definitely being one of them. Do I care? No.
Is that
Hang on. Defamation would mean that he's lied about the guy's character.
It doesn't necessarily have to mean lied. If he doesn't have the permission of the individual and he's spreading that on a public basis, he actually can have a case there.
I would disagree. I think for defamation,
Yeah,
you would
that's
have
because
to
you're
be.
thinking about the bullshit in the press, but it's much more complicated than that.
now
Okay,
if you're gonna
I'll take
talk
that.
if you're gonna talk lawyerly, are you talking civil law or criminal law?
Well, I think it's both actually. You find there's a couple from each.
Because when you talk about defamation of character or libel, all right, you have to meet a certain threshold. And when you make yourself a public figure, the threshold is even higher.
Yeah, but the issue is derogative, and
And
that's where you face
is
it on.
is that video of him smacking the girl and yelling and screaming at her? Is that defamation of character? Is
Yes,
that
it is.
liable?
It is, but he's also broken the law. I mean, you can't hit people.
Oh, so you're saying he's breaking the law and I'm breaking the law. I can't
Pretty
say it.
much, yeah.
I can't put his actions up there. I can't do that because that's breaking the law.
I just the only thing I would question with this is, I remember seeing the video, and actually, I was sad to say I think I might have been on watching at that time when that all happened. I'm not sure if he hit her. I mean, but definitely.
Watch the video. He hit her, not hard, but he hit her. See?
Okay.
Right?
But
He
the
actually
abuse
struck
was
her.
enough.
Okay, and he actually verbally abused her in that video. Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
Do I have a case against Popeye and Thunder for continuing to talk about Barry?
Well, Go. I think you might want to give Lost some advice, mate.
You could collect a lot of money for pain and anguish. Okay.
But just to be perfectly clear, I'm not actually that kind of solicitor, so I'd be useless.
He's not after that kind of what?
He's not
I'm
that
not that
kind of.
kind of solicitor. I'd be useless.
He's
I
not that-
asked Thunder so I could understand what you said.
He said he's not that kind of solicitor, so he would be useless.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I must be totally whacked out, Popeye, because I can actually understand this voice perfectly clear compared to the other one he used.
You have to understand, I spent years on gun ranges, gun mounts, and the frequency he is speaking on is very garbled for me.
Ah,
Okay.
not a problem.
And you know,
I
it's just the way it is.
I thought I was just weird, Popeye.
No, I think you're weird because you understand what Andy's saying. Okay, but yeah, that's
I can try and give an example of one of the ways, just so you can get some kind of understanding. Although we know this or assume this isn't the case, hypothetically speaking, let's pretend that it was an act and Bama never hit that girl, and they actually created the whole thing as a fake act. Now someone's come across that, and now they're publicly posting it and saying that it's real. That's one example.
I think that you would get away with that one because there'd be more than one example of him being disrespectful and verbally
Dude,
abusing women.
I got a bunch of examples up there.
Does anyone understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yes, I do.
Yeah, I fully understand. Let me comment on it. And I have never, ever said in any of the Popeye shorts that he does this all the time. I never said that. I just put it up there for them to see, for them to view. Okay. He made himself a public figure. Um, Anytime he's lied, I've shown what he said one time and shown what he said another, and it contradicts. Okay. He's made himself a public figure. He's taking money in. All right. It's on him. And I'm telling you, he would be thrown out of an American court quicker than you could spit.
Well, there's something else.
Now,
That's
you
quite
may be
interesting.
talking about Thailand laws. Okay. I understand you're in Thailand. Thailand's a different story. I don't know jack shit about Thailand laws. Are you an American? Do you have an American credentials for being a lawyer in America?
I'm Australian.
Okay, you're Australian. Do you have American credentials for being a lawyer in America?
Of course not.
Of course not. So why would you speak of American law?
Well, I already stated that I'm not that kind of solicitor anyway.
Okay, so if you're not that kind of solicitor, why speak of it and come off as you know what you're talking about?
I
Right?
think
But
I'm not sure he's doing that. I think he's just putting it out there. He's just questioning it, and I don't have a problem with
Yeah,
that, Popeye. I think you know.
I don't have a problem with it either. But what I am saying is, people will listen to you, and then they'll go back and they'll play the telegraph, telephone, tell a woman game, and by the time it gets to the end of the line, Gogo Bobo is an accredited lawyer, and he knows what he's talking about, and you should listen to him. And
well,
if you don't
there
think
is.
that doesn't happen, holy crap on a cracker. And it's not going to be Gogo Bobo's fault. Eh? It's going to people that listen to him and
And
then
pass.
take that information and twist it.
That's called Chinese whispers.
Yep, that too.
Where from the one person to the next person, and then by the time the last person gets it, it's just totally twisted.
There is another thing. Like, for instance, if you have a video of someone and you're putting their video up on a YouTube channel, that's also harassment under law as well.
Yeah, have you read the fair use laws?
Well, I'm aware of them here, yes. If it's
Yeah.
any different.
No,
up
have
there,
you read
then-
the fair use laws
That would
that
pertain to YouTube.
that
Yeah, but
pertain to
these are
YouTube?
laws that are outside of that, which
Alright.
override.
And you know what? I'm also
No,
very
can
careful
I?
to do.
No, I just want to pick you up on that, Gogo, because that's not true. Because in recent times, you've had certain social media people or groups that have banned a certain guy in America from their. And I think you guys all know his name. I seem to forget his name all the time, but the crazy guy comes up with all the bloody strange shit. But he was banned from a lot of social media. Now, under American law, you have free speech, but it didn't cover like places like YouTube who have their own rules, which aren't affected by Alex Jones. Yes, thank you, NCE. Alex Jones was banned from a lot of social media. Now, under free speech, you would think that he would have a right to use
Say
the
what he
free
wants.
speech. But under the I think it was Google, like was it Instagram and places like even YouTube that banned him. Their rules overrode the laws of the country.
Yeah, because it's their platform.
So
And
yeah, so
they actually banned him because he was found to be offensive to the community. Okay. So, like, whenever you flag a channel or long form a channel, take a look. You see all the community guidelines, read them. Right? Those are the rules of the road to to YouTube, and guaranteed they're long, they're arduous, they're difficult to understand. They can be interpreted 15 different ways, like the Bible.
But the fair use policy of YouTube, the country's law does not override the laws of the company itself, and we found that out with Alex Jones.
Mm-hmm.
So where we all can think, well, hang on a minute, this guy's got a right to free speech, which is the law of that country. It didn't help him get back on those platforms because their rules overrid the rules of the country. So if there's a fair use policy in play here, which there is, and nothing, no laws in any country are going to override that, Gogo. Sorry, guys, if I'm garbling a bit. I think I've only had one coffee, and I'm not usually good until at least after two.
You need 2 coffees, man.
Yeah, 2 good strong coffees, mate.
That's all right, man.
What can I say, Papa? I'm a coffee addict, mate.
You are what you are, man.
I love my coffee. Yeah, okay, David. It is policy, but it still overrides the law. So, I mean, they have a fair use policy here, and you can take clips and use them under those fair use policies to make a point, and you're not breaking any laws.
Yes, Sander, I understand, but all the lawyers need to do is to prove without reasonable doubt that he was actually trying to harass that individual, and they can still create a case with that video. Even though the actual law of the YouTube company itself has its own set of rules and regulations, they can still say it was derogative.
But then you go to that court and you fight, well, hang on, this platform allows for fair use, and we were just making a point, and I think you would win.
Yeah, but we're talking small scale court here, we're not talking the big boys. It'll probably be a 5-second case.
Okay, I'm not so sure, but you know, I'm no legal expert, and so I will bow to your knowledge. But I just think he'd struggle, and honestly, let's be honest here. He wouldn't have the money to take it to court.
It doesn't cost a lot.
You never been here to America, then?
It's a very simple case that you'd be filing, a harassment charge.
So he could file himself, yeah, but first he's got to learn the difference between defecation and defamation. Right? I'm just saying here. I'm just fucking saying, all right? Just saying, all right? It come out of his mouth. Am I going to get sued for that too? No.
Are you going to contribute lost, or if you disappear?
I know. I thought talking about Barry would have brought him out, but maybe he's sitting on the throne again. Maybe he's in the middle of creation.
Now, would you say he was an embarrassment to the expat community in Philippines?
I think that's addressed to you, Gogo.
Oh, sorry, what did he say?
Would you say he was an embarrassment to the expat community in the Philippines?
Yes.
All right.
For sure.
But I just want to point something out. I got to give Thunder credit. He's right about you, Go-Go Bobo. He said he can't figure out what side you're on. And I told him you were like a mini aloe. You're on nobody's side but your own.
Well, I fly solo, if that was what you mean, but what's wrong with that?
Nothing at all, Gogo. I think it. I like that about you. I think that's one of the things that makes a man a man. Though it's hard to say that when you're talking with that voice, but when you can stand up for what you believe and what you think, and not follow a party line or become part of this tribalism thing, I think that's that's a good thing.
I'll
All right,
see.
sorry, I was just talking to my lawyer, and he says I got a pretty good case against you fuckers. All right.
You go right ahead.
First of all, listen. My turn to rant here. Get the fuck out of here, all you legal mumbo jumbo, little Philippines minutia, fucking expat voguing, fucking problems. Get the fuck out of here with all your retarded ass legal shit with you fucking guys. Get out of here. First of all, nobody's going to go take anybody legally to court with all this ridiculous shit. So just stop the ridiculousness.
I think you're right.
I've heard almost every single guy who has a voice on these different channels say they're going to fucking sue somebody. Nobody sued anybody. Nobody's gone to the fucking cops. Nothing has ever happened to a single goddamn person in this community as far as the law is concerned. It's a goddamn joke. Be fucking men and stop it.
So let me ask you this, Loss.
No.
No, this is a valid question I got.
No, I'm glad. I'm just joking about that.
All right. Don't be creepy on me, bro.
Hey.
So here's the question, bro.
Go ahead.
With that being said, would you say that people who get pissed off try to use this as a scare tactic?
Oh yeah, they definitely try to use that as a scare tactic, and I think it's a big giant joke.
Oh, okay. And Gogo, have you threatened to sue anybody on YouTube?
I haven't had a reason to do it.
Okay, fair enough.
I think with some of the doxing stuff, maybe a few people might have something to bring up, but
there's my other dad is in the chat there. How you doing, Ed?
But I mean, as far as your defamation of character and those type of things, I mean, that's just a big joke. Courts will fucking laugh at you.
I agree with Loss. $10 million defamation lawsuit filed against Troll by actor James Woods. Well, again, it depends on what's said. And geez, if you're talking about trolls are just usually normal, everyday people. So you'd be lucky to get $10 million out of anybody.
Yeah, I mean, don't hold your breath. You can't get fucking blood from a stone. Okay. And, I will caution everybody out there, first and foremost, like if Lost tried to sue me for defamation of character or defecation of character, he would actually have to have one in order to fucking file that lawsuit.
Oh, that's cutting. I like that one.
Right?
Hey, Popeye, I'm not that creepy. Come on now.
I knew I could bring you back, man.
That was.
I guess I have to sue fund. Hold on, let me talk to my lawyer real quick. Oh yeah, my lawyer says that calling me creepy is definitely an offense, and you're going to probably rot in a Philippines prison.
All right,
thank you. Just to wrap up on this whole Barry thing, Thunder, I don't want him in the Philippines.
I don't really want him back in America.
That's my point. I mean, why would you want him back in the US? But I can understand that he can probably do more damage in the Philippines than he can in the US. Lost.
Yeah,
maybe. Apparently the guy does damage everywhere he fucking goes.
I'm going to give you a very dark point on Bama, Gogo Bobo. If you don't want him in the Philippines, then I say good for you, number one. All right? You're on the right track. But when you get up here and you say you think people are breaking the law by running him out of there, doing, little skits on him, that defeats your whole purpose. That muddies the water. Okay? So if you have a better plan, please present it to us.
I think all Gogo's doing is playing devil's advocate, and Yeah, there's
Well,
probably
he
some
didn't
truth.
play. He didn't play devil's advocate when he said all he wants is him out of the Philippines. That's what his statement was.
Let's ship them to Australia.
Hey, fuck off. Piss off. You are creepy.
No, but
I
Popeye,
mean,
what's the
Gogo
question
wants
to me?
Gogo's Australian. He wants them out of the Philippines.
Hang
Well,
on,
open
hang
your
on.
arms.
Popeye asked me
Open your
something
arms,
that's
Gogo.
unanswered. What's your question, Popeye?
Okay, like I said before, you made the statement you want him out of Philippines, but yet you kind of muddy the waters a little bit when you say, well, these guys, possibly committed a crime against him. Okay, all well and good, but if you want him out of the Philippines, why muddy the waters? And you don't, if you want to muddy the waters, do you have a better plan to exfil him from the Philippines?
Well, I guess, Popeye, when you go to war, do you stick to the Geneva Convention? Or does sometimes that line get a bit foggy?
It has gotten fuzzy in past wars.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I guess sometimes it's about having the courage to not make that line foggy and trying
Okay,
to find a legal means of going about it.
and that's why I asked you, do you have a better plan? Please enlighten us if you have a better plan. I'm always willing to listen.
Well, yes, it is a difficult one because, well, I believe if the right people made a case against him for the things that he has done, I believe that he would be blacklisted. Because there's a list in the Philippines that has undesirables on it, and I do believe Bama could be put on that list. And that would be legal.
Okay. I see. I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm just asking you if you got a better plan.
Well, that's the plan, I suppose.
Okay, so that leads me back to saying you either lead, follow, or get the fuck out of the way, right?
What do you mean? Are you talking about being on Pink Pony? I don't understand.
Well, when we're talking about this, I've seen leaders in this situation. I've seen followers in this situation, and I've seen plenty of people that don't get the fuck out of the way. They get in the way.
Yeah, well, I don't like to see Bama's rights be abused. I don't like any individual to see them have their rights abused. Regardless of what they've done or where they've come from, it just it shouldn't matter. I would like to see people make the reports to the authorities to see him be placed on that list because there's certainly more than enough evidence available. That's how I would go about it, if that's what you're asking.
What is your understanding of the Philippine legal system? If you were to give it a grade from 0 to 100?
Well, I don't feel comfortable probably answering that question on the live stream. But I will say that the law is very clear in some areas and more muddy in other areas. But yeah,
Well, all right. How about if you put it this way? Would you say the legal system is very difficult in the Philippines?
I wouldn't say that because I have seen a lot of success in the legal system over there.
Let's get down to brass tacks here. Has Bama actually done anything that's criminal?
Is it criminal to run around without paying your visa fees?
We don't know that for a fact, but yes, it would be.
Can I address this?
Then he has.
Can I please
You
address
you
this
know
one?
for 100% he hasn't
Yes.
paid any of his
Yes.
visa fees.
Yes,
Really? You know that?
I know that.
How do you know that?
I can't say.
Oh, okay.
Can I please address Lost? I can't hear.
Yep. Go ahead.
Roll your window up, Thunder.
I'm not in the car. That's Lost.
I'm in a car with. I got all my windows up. Here, I'll mute myself. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
For me, and correct me if I'm wrong, Popeye, but for me, it's not about whether Bama's broken the law. It's whether Bama is an undesirable.
And if you're an undesirable, you're breaking the law, right?
Not
Well, you
necessarily.
don't have to be breaking the law, but you can be put on a list and not be welcome into that country.
Yeah, well, see, this is where I say you're muddying the waters again. I mean, and I'll give you an example. When I was military police in the Philippines, once a week I would have to go out in town and I would have to liaison uh, with the Bravo Station PNP office, and I would have to pull a 12-hour shift there, and they would bring in sailors who, you know, have infractions. Okay, I have possibly broken the law because even there you're innocent till proven guilty. And I used to hear some of the PNP speak way you're speaking. Well, he necessarily didn't break the law, but he did do this, and maybe it's just me. I'm a cut and dried kind of guy, and I kind of get a little pissed when people muddy the fucking waters. I mean, okay, let's see if he really did it or not. Okay, let's not play this game where you say, well, he did this infraction, but it's really not breaking the law, and maybe he's an undesirable, but it's not a this kind of law or that kind of law. When I start hearing jargon like that, I I hear a lawyer speaking and making a case. Okay. And on my end of the legal system, it was like if you were out in town and I caught you uh, breaking law under the UCMJ, you were brought in, the evidence was brought in, there was no wishy-washy shit or anything like that. It was like you were either going to go to captain's mast or court martial, and you were going to receive punishment if found guilty.
Hang on, where's Thunder gone?
I don't know.
I would guess he lost the connection.
Because
Yeah.
someone just broke onto the show, and I had to eject them because they came on and came off to take our stream down. They had like a phone thing as their avatar. They were going to end the show, so I ejected them, but now Thunder's gone. If you rewind, you'll see where they've bounced on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard somebody come in. I just didn't see.
Let me see if we're still live.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll be
Thunder-
live. We'll be live for roughly 5 minutes until he gets back. Or
Oh,
yes, he
they
won't be able
got
to get back.
Thunder. I didn't get him quick enough. I should have done it faster.
Well, that's a shame. We were having a good conversation.
Yeah, Thunder was starting new stream. Did Thunder put the link in the chat at the beginning, did he?
I have no idea.
He must have.